Hi, this is Kerry, and this is my analysis of the Wall Township single-family property market as of April 1st, 2025. The data on the report for March tells me that the Wall Township single-family sellers market is incredibly healthy right now. Here's why. 12 single-family homes closed in the month of March. And as you can see from the arrows, 9 of the 12 went under contract extremely quickly, from as little as 0 days to just 20 days on the market. Most of them received asking price or over asking price all the way up to a high of 121% of their initial asking price. Just 2 of them received below asking price, but not far off at 96.2 and 98.4%, so still highly successful sales. So looking at the remaining 3, one property took 49 days to go under contract. I'm not sure why, since this property then sold for 104.7% of asking, which is fantastic. One of the properties was a new build, a transaction type which doesn't always perform the same way as existing homes. These listings often go up before construction begins, and it's not uncommon for them to remain on the market longer, as this one did, 118 days, and yet still sold for over asking at 100.1%. And lastly, we did have one property which took 54 days to go under contract and did sell for a pretty poor fraction of its asking price at 85.5%. This property was clearly and quite significantly overpriced, and yet it still went under contract in under 2 months. If we were in a less healthy seller's market, this property could have lingered for many more months or expired without any sale at all. So now if we want to take an even more predictive look into the market and get us closer to seeing what the trend is going forward, I'm showing you all the properties that went pending and are now awaiting closing. While we don't know what the negotiated or closing price is, we could still see how fast each property went under contract. And generally, the lower days on market, the higher we can assume the closed price will be. So without going into a ton of detail here, this spreadsheet confirms that at the beginning of the early spring market, that's now, the Wall single-family property market is extremely, extremely strong. There were 25 properties that went under contract between 5 days and 28 days, so under 1 month, and that's quite good. 5 more of the properties went under in 50 days or less. 2 properties took 65 and 73 days respectively. And lastly, there were just 2 properties that sat on the market for 135 and 144 days respectively, but then did go under contract. Those properties were very likely significantly overpriced, hence the long days on market. So that's how I read the actual data for the month of March. Another way of looking at it is to look at market absorption or the month supply of inventory. And based on the data I received from the Auto Group, Wall has extremely low inventory. We're at a 1 month supply right now. For it to be a balanced market, neither favoring sellers or buyers, you would have to have like between 4 and 6 months supply. So 1 month supply is extremely low. And that's up slightly from a 0.8 month supply the month before. But anyway, as long as this inventory continues to be this low, we're going to have rising home values in Wall and an extremely strong seller's market. So lastly, what I would say to anybody who's sitting on the fence wondering if now's the time to sell, I would urge you to seriously consider it. I don't know how much better the market can get for sellers than this. So if you'd like to speak about this, please give me a call. I'd love to consult with you about the possibility of placing your home on the market. Thank you. Bye-bye.